to discover talent, the hub of data analytics. If you are still copying and pasting finance data every month, you are wasting hours of your life. And companies pay people not to do that. In this video, I will take raw finance data just like this, okay? No cleaning, no formulas, and I will build fully automated finance dashboard that updates in one click. This is the exact skill used by finance analyst, business analyst, FP&A teams, and senior managers, along with the managers who are keen into understanding a dashboard. Watch till the end because once you learn this, Excel will never feel the same again. I will also show you a mistake that 90% of Excel users make with a Power Query. So stay with me. On the screen, you can see this is the raw data set I have, right? We'll just simply convert this entire data into a table. But before we do that, we have to just ensure that our data is correct. Headers, which means total 30 entries, 30, correct? So what I have a date, transaction ID, department, category, description, amount, type, and payment method over here. Select it like this and this. Okay. So 31 rows and 8 columns. You can see at the top, right? So this is what we have did manually right now. This is the raw finance data and it's not beautiful, and that's good. Power Query works best with messy real world data. Your date column shows hash. Okay. This is not an error. Once again, if you see these hashtags like this, don't get panic. Excel is just saying the column width is it's too small. Okay. So we have to just double click over here. We can see that hashtag has been gone now. Now what I'm going to do, I will just select this entirely, or maybe you can just simply select any of the cell, press Ctrl T, okay, and create this into a table. Cool. At the top, this table design will pop up. You can change the design from here. Okay. If in case you want to change any design, you can just change it simply. Okay. I'll keep it this kind of a design over here. And at the bottom, pro tip for you, accessibility investigate. Okay. If your stakeholders have any kind of an accessibility challenge, okay, and you want to proofread that if he or she can able to read that data, so you just have to make sure that whatever data set you are working with, once you change the color code, you just have to simply click on this option and you can see this ticks as well. It is fine. The moment I change this color, another color, so I can show you the example like this. Okay, suppose I have changed this color, and if I click on this option, now you see at the top, hard to read text contrast. Okay, so this is one of the most beautiful function from Microsoft Excel has been added inside the MS Excel. Okay, not just Excel, all the Office 365 product. Okay, this kind of an option is available. Accessibility investigate. So whichever tool you are working on, ensure that you are doing a sanity check, accessibility investigate using a accessibility assistant, which is this. Okay, it is just in a knowledge sake, I'm just delivering this value to you. Okay, so whatever as a data analyst, financial analyst, you're working on the Excel sheet or spreadsheet, you have to make sure that our client should adopt these details. Okay, let me just close this. Cool. So now coming back to the topic, here we have a table design over here. Now the table name is this, which is table 2. Now what I'm going to do, I will just change this to finance underscore transactions. Cool. So this is the name. I have changed it over here. Now we have to open this inside the Power Query. Cool. So how to do that? Let me just simply click on this option data, and here at the top you see this option from table range. Simply click on this option. The moment you press that button, you can see this data has been shown over here. Cool. Now we are into a Power Query screen. Okay, let me just give you the overall glance and the basic navigation setting, what exactly it is and how it works. Cool. If I scroll it down here, it's a vertical bar, right? And it's a horizontal bar like this. Our headers are showing properly, which is this. So we are okay with it. These are the headers. Again, it is a rows and these are the column wise details, which we can see it over here, right? Here, left hand side, these are the tables, how many tables we are importing inside the Power Query. You can import multiple tables as well in one go. Right now we are just only working on only one data. Okay, folks. So you can see the table name over here. I just click on this option. So I will get a more space over here. At the bottom, overall summary, I will get columns 30 rows, columns proofing based on the top 1000 rows. So right hand side, we can see this query setting over here. Table name is this. Okay, you can change it if in case you want it. Okay, I don't want to change that, so I'll keep it as it is for now. And here I can see this applied steps. These are the recorded steps basically. Okay, so we are not remembering the steps what we did every time. Cool. Those steps get automatically captured inside the Excel itself. At the top we can see here these are like a ribbons, like we use it in Excel, but these ribbons are like more advanced than Excel. Cool. To clean our data, to use our data. And I'll go here, right hand side. I want to change this first. This is the column for me. The moment I press enter, you can see one step has been recorded over here. Cool. I will click on this option and here we'll keep it as a currency. Again, the change type has been recorded over here. I'll go next here. I want this to be shown as a date, okay, not time. I don't really require that time. You can either select this and go here and do it, or maybe you can just simply click on this option and click here date. Cool. One and the same. Great. So transaction ID, this time I will just select this and click on this text option, which is this. Perfect. So this is how we have added this kind of a sanity check over here. We will just double check if in case anything. One of the pro tip give it to you. Okay, since when you are working and changing the data types and you are not really sure, it is not really identifiable if in case anything error inside your data set. That time what you can do, go into a view at the top. There is an option called column quality. Just turn this option on. Okay, you can see at the top valid error empty, right? 0%, 0%. Okay. If in case anything blank, any error, it will automatically show you empty or maybe this thing, right? Right now our data is clean. So we are more confident now. Data cleaning is done. Okay. So now it's time to add a couple of columns over here, which we called it as a calculated column. Okay. So basically I will add that calculated column over here. Inside the Power BI, we majorly use this kind of a term. So those basically we are using here. Okay. We'll select this, okay, and add column. And here I can click on this option year and here. Okay, so this is the year basically 2025, right? Likewise, we'll do it for month as well. This is not really impacting on our data because we have a limited data right now. You can see only 1 month we have, and we have only year like this, only 1 year. Okay, this will not really create any kind of an impact. However, just for a knowledge sake, we are just doing this kind of an information over here. Cool. So once it is done, if in case you want to show it as a day wise, you can do it day wise as well. Okay, so this is what the day wise data will look for you. Year wise data, executives think in a years, not in rows. Okay, so always show your data year wise if in case you have it. Now we'll go here, add column. Okay, click on this conditional column, and here we have this option available, new column name. Okay, I will say transaction nature. Cool. Once it is done, if I will add as a if, we'll say this as an amount. We'll select this, and if it is greater than, okay, show it zero, the revenue. And here else I will do it. If in case you wanted to have a more condition like this, okay, you can simply do it from here and add it more and more. Okay, add a clause and do it. I don't want to add that. The condition is sufficient enough for me. So this is the if condition for me, and here I will add as a else condition. So else will be expenses. This is my expenses basically, and this replaces the hundreds of if formulas which we do it in the Excel. Okay, we call it as a nested if. Okay, folks. And once it is done, I will just simply hit a OK button, and you see this result over here. Again, it's a formula driven. That's what we got this kind of a result over here. If in case you are very well versed with the M query, okay, you can just simply type at the top, okay, here, and you can just simply type this kind of a formula. Now click on this option, add column. Okay, here there is an option called custom column. Simply click on this option. You will see this kind of a navigation over here. Okay, here you have to add a name, absolute amount. Okay, and say this is the absolute amount over here, and here we'll say number apps. And here once we open this column, we'll just simply add a amount over here and close it. Cool. Once it is closed, we'll hit a OK button over here. Okay, this value will look like this over here, and we'll simply click on this option currency once again. So finance reports shows positive values. Logic decides the meaning. Now it's time to load this inside the Excel. So to do that, we have to simply click on this home ribbon tab. Okay, and here close and load to. Okay, there are several options: close and load to. Okay, we'll simply click on this option, close and load to. Boom, we got this option available. Cool, you see this data is clean now. So earlier it was like this, now the data is clean with this kind of a formatting. At this time, if you want to change your visualization, which is this table, you can change this, okay, in any shade, any color code, whichever you need it. I'll just keep it like this. Now it's time to create a dashboard design, folks. We will create a 4 pivot tables, then convert them into a visuals. Create your first pivot, okay, with total KPIs. Click on this insert option and click on this pivot table option. Hit a OK button. Cool. You will see this kind of an option available, which is pivot table fields. Now here, what I'm going to do, drag transaction nature, which is this, in a filters. This amount will add in the values over here. And here we'll simply select a revenue. Hit a OK button. So this is your overall revenue. Cool. What I'm going to do over here, we'll click on this drop down on amount, which is this. Okay, if in case it is an average, you just have to click on this option and keep it like this. Okay, and ensure that your number formatting, which is currency, will be in dollars, whichever dollars you are using in. So for now, just for our knowledge sake, we are doing this. We'll keep it like this and hit a OK button over here. Pivot now shows the total revenue automatically calculated, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'll just do a simple copy and paste this pivot here. And here I will simply change this to expenses. This is the result what we got over here. Same logic, different business question. Okay, so question can be anything. What is the revenue? What is the expenses? So you will get a result over here. And now what I'm going to do, I will just again copy this for the third pivot and paste it to next. And here we'll add a transaction nature, this in the rows, and amount will be this only, which is the correct one, right? So this will show us the revenue and expenses. Okay, and we'll call this as a net profit. Okay, this is your net profit basically. Now profit is logic, not a magic. Okay, you can do it with the help of calculate fields as well if in case you want, and you will get that result then and there. But since we are seeing this result over here, this is the overall net profit. We add a one more sheet over here. We can call this as a dashboard. And this is my dashboard basically. We'll keep 28 or maybe 36 size, whatever size you want to keep it. I'll keep it 28 for now. Click on this option view and turn this option grid line off over here. And let's say this as a bold value. And let me just drag that. Okay, let's select this and hit a enter button over here. Let's select this as well is equal to and keep it like this. Okay, let me just keep the same formatting for all here as well is equal to, keep it like this. Perfect. And this formatting, we'll click on this option, format printer, and hit a enter. This is the overall value we have, and we'll select this and change this to this particular sign. This is the overall your headers, right? So we'll select this, type it. Basically, these are our basically KPI cards, folks. So I will say total revenue, total expenses, expense, okay. And here we'll add this as a net profit. Let's align this centrally, increase the size 12, and then we'll select this, make it bold. Perfect. And we'll add this as a outside thick border like this, outside thick border, and here as well, outside thick border. And let's insert a one more row at the top. Cool. So this is how it looks. And you can change the color pattern if in case needed. We'll select this, we'll keep it this color pattern here. Perfect. So this is how it looks with our KPI cards here. And I will just copy this, paste it over here. We'll click on this pivot table, analyze field list, and this is the pivot table field list we have, right? So basically, why we are copying and pasting pivot table again and again, it saves our time, right? So we don't have to go again and create a pivot table. It's very simple. You just have to simply copy your old pivot and paste it, and then later on you can just change the values like this. Just moving this, which is my pivot table is now empty, correct? Pivot table 6. So now once it is empty, so I want a department, right? So department would be this, and I will add a amount. It's this. Perfect. Again, we have to go here and change that number format like this. Currency, your currency, whatever currency you chosen earlier, you have to simply stick on that. I'll just simply click this because it will show me in red, and hit a OK button. Cool. So whatever it is in negative, it will show me in red color. So that's what I have selected that. You can do it here as well. Okay. The similar case, if in case you want, let's go here, select this, and then OK button here also. Okay. You can see it's been negative. Perfect. So this is how it looks. And once we have this, what I'm going to do, I will just simply go to a column chart and we'll add a any of the visualization, right? So we'll just see what is the visualization. We have it available over here, and I can see there are multiple visuals available here, and we'll ensure that we'll select a very good proper chart. We'll select this one, or maybe okay, so this one I'll select it and hit a OK button over here, and let's do Control X and paste it over here. Let me close this pivot table fields because it is not really making any sense. I'll just hide all this. And here in the grid lines, you just have to double click and keep this grid lines majorly in horizontal. Okay, so it will show me in horizontal. And this one will make sure this renaming would be a in a perfect shape, right? So this is the revenue by department. This is how it looks, and let's delete this because we don't really require, and even this as well. Cool. So once it is done, we'll just drag it at the bottom, right click over here, format data series, and here gap limit will increase this. This is how it looks. We'll see this categories reverse in order. Okay, so whatever is in negative, it will show me like this. If in case you want positive at the top, you will see this positive at the top. And data labels will just go at the bottom, and let's see what exactly it is. the option. Let's click this and you see this label position now. This is how it looks. And here, if in case you want to showcase a values, let's turn this option on, data labels. So this is how the value will look like. And since it is in getting merged, so I will just ensure that will increase this. Okay, so this is how the overall table chart looks for me. Perfect. So I'm good with it for now. Let me just click on this option and keep it bold. Even this as well, bold. Great. Let's move ahead and talk about something else. Okay, since this designing, we can change it from here as well. Okay, if in case you want to keep it any other color code, you can simply change it from here and keep it any other color code. Okay, folks. For now, I'm just keeping this as it is, like this, and then later on we'll see what exactly fits our requirement. Let's go here and copy this and paste it here. This time we will be adding a category wise expenses. Okay, so since this is the overall your revenue, so ensure that we'll go here again, transaction nature, we'll just drag it. Okay, we'll select this revenue and keep it like this. So this is your chart will look like. Okay, and we'll ensure that we'll keep it like this. Add the another one. Okay, I'll just delete this, copy this and paste it. Let me just keep only expenses and hit a OK button. So here this is the result. So I'm just going to add a another chart, which is this. We'll simply select this pie chart and do a OK button over here. Let me just do a hide all and keep it like this, data labels. And here we'll click on this option with series name. If in case series name is not available, it's showing as a total, just turn that off, click on this category view. And if in case you want to showcase a percentage, just turn this option on. Okay. Since we don't have a space merge, I'll just delete this. Even just do a control X from this first and we'll keep it here first. We'll see what is the space and how much space we have, right? Showcase our dashboard. So we'll hit this here and we can make it smaller because we have only one data to display there, right? So that's what we have arranged it like that. And here we'll just simply control C, paste it here, expenses by category. Perfect. So this is how exactly the value will look. Okay. The moment we change this, okay, so let's go here and in the this specific section, if I change this and add it, and let's say this is the value, so the whatever value you add, right, so those will be in positive, right, because you're already a value whatever we have added here in the negative section. That's what we were seeing, that in negative, if I change that to absolute amount which we have added the um, earlier formula dax one, right, so it will show me like this. Likewise, we'll do it here as well. We'll delete this and we'll add this absolute value, so it will show me a correct result, good result. At least we can present it in front of the client. So once we done with this, click on this format data labels again, this and this. So this is how it looks for me. And if in case you are not really happy here, so let's go here outside end. And this is how the chart will look like for me. Okay. So what we have did basically, so instead of using this amount, okay, we have to use this absolute amount. Okay, exactly the meaning of this is that whatever minus signs we can see it over here, those were showing or reflecting in our chart in negative sense. Okay, here absolute amount will not really shown in the negative ways. Okay, so we can represent that data in front of client or maybe the stakeholders accordingly. We just keep it like this. Perfect. So we are good with this. Now it's time to add a bar chart or maybe any other line chart. Okay, we can simply add that and show it. Perfect. So what I'm going to do, I will just go here we'll simply copy this, paste it over here. Because why we are adding a day? Because we have a limited data. We have only 1 year and 1 month. I'll show you that. If you go here, right, filter, you can see only 1 month data we have, only January and year. So that will not create any kind of an impression over here. So to create a value insights driven data, I have just simply added a days over here. And here again, since we have added this time we will not use absolute amount, instead we will use amount. Okay, and this is how the value will look. And here we'll go recommended chart, and this time we'll click on this line chart option. Okay, line with markers, and hit a OK button over here. Let's do Control X and paste it here. Let me keep it like this and drag it. And here we'll just turn this option off, which is grid line, not really required. Even this as well, not required. Just turn this option off. Perfect. This is also not required. This is the day wise details. This is how the chart will look like for us. And since it is a day wise trend, so day wise trend will say day trend. So trends shows the growth executives love this. So it's time to add a slicer. Okay, first check what are the entities you want to see. Okay, so it is a department, and then suppose payment method. Okay, and type. Okay, so type you want to see, you want to uh, check a payment method. Okay, so on and so forth. So if in case you are sure what type of visualization you want to see, you just have to simply select this, click here, highlight it. So this will give you the glance. This is what you want to pull out from the button standpoint, right? So we'll select this. Usually if you have the data set, we usually select the month and days, but here we don't have that much options available because we have a limited data, right? So type and payment method I will select. Okay, insert, go into sheet 2, again click here, insert slicer, and then here type, first insert a type. Okay, so type is there, Control X, paste it. So this is what I got this value over here. Let me just go here and right click option, report connection, and make a connection with the another filters which we have imported already, right? Let's do it like this and move it at the top. One button is enough for me. If in case you want to change this and want to add the another button, which is this bank transfer and credit transfer, you can do that. Okay, for now I'm good with this particular button, so I'm just keeping this only one button. And once it is done, last note, just simply go here, illustration, shape, and click on this option. Okay, let's draw this and go up here. We'll simply click on this option, no fill, and outline would be this. So this is the outline for me, and we'll ensure that we'll arrange this properly. Perfect. Now to test it, what I can do over here, I will just simply click on this credit option. Okay, the moment I press credit, you see the multiple values are gone. Okay, because those are data is not available there, right? So here you see expense category is not available, so that's what is gone. Now here if I click on this debit, I can see these details, right? So likewise I can see this details over here. So I think this is not making sense, okay, here. So what I'm going to do, I will just go here and the description wise product, okay, whatever product I have, I will just only select those. We'll select this, again insert and description this time. Okay, we'll select this and hit a OK button. Let's do a Control X from here and repeat. Let me just scroll up like this. Perfect. So I want to see only cloud hosting, Google Ads, email marketing. Okay, or maybe this kind of details only. So those details I can see it over here, right? Basis the requirement. Perfect. So this is how you can analyze your data. And if in case you want to do a multi-select, you can just simply click on this option and you can multi-select it. If you are not really happy with this design, once again, the pro tip, folks, okay, let's go here and change the theme. Okay, you can simply change the color code, whatever color code you want. However, your dashboard will look okay. So you can just simply click that. Okay, make sure that branding you will follow, whatever branding, whichever client you are working with, that branding you should follow your own, right? If in case you are good with this design, fonts are okay, and you just want to change the color, just go to color and change the color very simply. Okay, you can do it fraction of seconds. Cool. So this is how we learn how we can create our dashboard inside the Excel, folks. And this is a fully automated finance dashboard. Okay, we didn't copy data, we didn't rewrite formulas, we didn't fix charts every time. Okay, we built a system. So at every time, whenever you share this data with your assistant, right? Suppose here he or she will add any entry over here, and suppose this is the entry they have added over here. So intentionally, we'll do this as a test, and suppose here I will say this as a amount, and let's say this is the debit, and we'll keep remaining entries as it is. Okay, just for a dummy test, automatically redirect to Power Query, and that data will get refreshed automatically, folks. Okay, once that data get refreshed, this will automatically refresh my pivot tables, which is this, right? So these are the pivot tables, whatever pivot tables we made our entry, if it is available. And you see this is available over here, right? This is how it looks. Perfect. So these entries will get added automatically in the backend, and this is how you can maintain your data real-time basis inside the Excel, folks. Once again, at Discover Talent, we focus on skills that creates a value, not shortcuts that break. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe us. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.